So, welcome back everybody to another video of Elite Dangerous. Today was the day that Elite Dangerous launched, and I just wanted to show you the last bit of my journey that I've completed to LHS 3447, where as with all beta backers, my eagle was mourned in a station called Dalton Dock. And I said just before I reached Seoul that I actually wanted to take some time and complete experience the journey to its fullest, and I've done so, starting off exploring and then gradually building my ship up, flying around in the Sidewinder and actually upgrading it to more or less the final stage that you will see in this video. My Sidewinder now has the most expensive power sources, shield generators, thrusters, and everything that you could possibly have. And I think it's worth up around 850,000 credits, which basically means that it's worth more than 2 or even 3 Cobra Mark IIIs in their basic configuration. And you can really feel this, because I'm fighting here this Asp, and you will see now that this Asp actually has 52,000, a bounty of 52,000 placed on his head, and I was able to virtually run rings around him. And I can basically, with the Sidewinder, I can take down anything that I've come across, besides probably the biggest ships like Orcas or Anacondas. Even those I can take on when I have a little bit of luck with their loadout. So we jump now here to the LHS 3447 system. I'm on my final part of the journey towards my eagle. And as I said before, I won't sell this Sidewinder because I've grown so used to it, and I really like it and have such an emotional bond with it, with all the stuff I've basically experienced with it, that I won't sell it. It went into storage. I'm flying around a little bit with the eagle. I've accumulated some bounties, roughly about 200,000 in cash, that I've had on the way, on my way to the eagle, is as spare, even with the Sidewinder being fully kitted out, as you can see here. And just trying out here to see if I can actually fly with the joystick while I'm in pause menu, but you unfortunately can't, so that's that. And I'm really, at this point, when I reach the system and the Dalton Station is a little bit, or Dalton's Gateway is a little bit off the beaten path. It takes about 5 minutes to get there, and I really thought about what I've experienced with this Sidewinder. From the first steps I've took, the first tentative scannings of systems, and basically trying to earn a buck by scanning and discovering the nearby systems from my starting locations, and then making micro jumps basically towards Earth, always hoping to get to the next station to sell off my discovered planetary charts and get new fuel until I could fit a fuel scoop on. Then doing that, going the step further by basically scanning the systems while using the fuel scoop to basically have infinite fuel capacity. And then when I reached Seoul, slowly leaning more to the bounty hunting side of things and learning to use my the maneuverability of the Sidewinder against opponents that were much harder and much larger than it is, and much better equipped in most cases. And yeah, this is basically the final step in this journey, or at least for now it is the final step, because now I'm going to switch over to the Eagle and try the Eagle and see what I can do with that. And as you came closer to the LHS 3447 system, the amounts of new players basically rose exponentially. I've never seen so many players in one solar system, and I don't know if you can see or make it out from this video, but the game actually was lagging a little bit. But considering that it's an always on multiplayer experience and that this is basically a launch day, I think it's very polished and very stable actually. I've had no disconnects today, even though I played quite a bit, and it was fun seeing all the other players jumping around, most of them in their Sidewinder, so they just bought the game and started off. And when you're coming here, as you can see here, there's my statistics, and as you can see, the combat rank is now up to competent, which I think is almost smack bang in the middle of the combat ratings. So you're coming here as a somewhat of a hardened veteran, and given the fact that my Sidewinder basically is worth more than, I don't know, probably about 30 default Sidewinders, it's really something that you just look into and think, okay, you can really see what the steps you took and how you basically evolved with your both with your ship and with your skill and knowledge of the game. So we're actually here on the last few steps towards the system and towards the station. You can see we're almost coming into the system here, actually slowing down now. And if you just can imagine, then I've started out in Federation space. I've went to Seoul, which is deep in basically the heart of the Federation. Oh yes, and we're getting it addicted again. Unfortunately, because it's a little bit lagging here, even though we're submitting. Oh no, this one is okay. I've had one before that. Actually, I was when you power down or when you're interdicted and you just throttle back, you can submit so you don't face the damages that normal interdiction inherits. And with my ship and my knowledge of how to fight enemies, or especially AIs, I'm quite happy to submit and then duke it out with them afterwards. It's actually for me quite beneficial to just submit to an interdiction. There you can see it's just Federal Security Service. So as I was saying, I started out with the Federation, went afterwards to a little stint in an Alliance-controlled system, because I had accumulated, I think, roughly 60,000 credits in bounties from the Alliance, in which I wanted to get paid out, or had paid out. So I've flown over there and afterwards made a jump to a system, or made several jumps to a system which was controlled by the Empire, to again get my bounties paid out to me. And it's really fun. And even if you especially if you think about that, this was only one leg basically of the journey, and was just one very
main fuel tank drained
microscopic part of the galaxy as it's presented in this game. That's quite awesome, and I'm really looking forward to just really taking my time and not just trying to level up as fast as I can and get the biggest and best ship as fast as I can, but rather just get everything that or experience as much as I can from the whole experience with the different ships. I have to say, I'm not quite sure if I go through the grind as I did in beta with the Type 6 and the hauler, because I don't know, trading can become quite tedious and isn't really profitable, or as profitable as I wanted it to be, but we'll see. I kind of enjoyed that as well, and I made good money, especially with the Type 6, and we'll see if I will do that at a later point of time, to basically earn a little bit of money to make the step to the next class of ship. And as you can see here, we're coming now into Dalton Gateway, and there's actually some kind of NPC stuck here. There were trade crates or trade canisters.
Landing gear deployed.
And as you can see, there's one pretty new player, probably just landing, or perhaps it's due to the lag. And there on the left side you can see an asp, so I'm coming in here.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
So, welcome to Dalton Gateway. There's the asp again. So, as you can see, 220,000 credits. I will repair the wear and tear now. It will cost me 6,000, but it's just a small fee by now. And we're going to the outfitting. I will show you the outfitting of the Sidewinder as I have it now, even though I'm probably leave it in storage here for the time being. And that's one thing that I'm finding really sad. You can't transfer ships. So as you can see here, I have a beam laser, a cannon, and a kill warrant scanner. Then we have military grade composites. This power plant with 100,000, 160,000 credit for 160,000 credits. The frameshift drive, which allows me to jump 15 light years. And basically I have a basic discovery scanner because I'm occasionally still scanning, and a frameshift interdiction drive to pull out prey out of hyperspace if they're wanted. And as you can see here, that's basically it. So just checking what's on the market here. As you can see here now, when I say purchase, you can see there 879,555 credits is what this Sidewinder actually is worth now. For a chip that normally goes for 32,000 credits, it's quite astonishing. And now I'm going to put it in storage and try out the Eagle. And I've actually, with the 200,000 credits I can basically deck this thing out a little bit. I have a custom paint job. As you can see here, you have more places, or more than one place where you can actually put decals. And I have a custom paint job for this one as well already, so least important things first. And what I've already discovered is that there are actually it's basically the same power plant as a Sidewinder, but there are thrusters for 500,000 K, so they're one step above those that I have in the Sidewinder installed. And this craft is quite more nimble. Life support is the same. Power distribution I think is the same. Shield generator is, I think, one step bigger as well. You can see there, 500,000. This cargo rack I'm going to throw out in favor of something like a frameshift drive, but we'll see about that. Seems that this station is not this system is not as strict and as heavily regulated as the ones I was in before, so I actually could get away a little bit better with smuggling. Up to now I had not so great experience with smuggling goods. I've got caught on several occasions and had to pay a fine. So we'll upgrade the power distribution and the life support, because I won't ever suffocate in deep space again. And 25 minutes gives you a very nice polster. And I think we'll upgrade the weapon systems. Currently I'm using three cannons with tracking. You will see that in a second, because I have a little problem here with the power output of the power unit here, and I didn't want to blow all of my money on a power generator and then not being able to afford any weapons, so we'll go for the cannons actually, which means that the playstyle is quite different from the Sidewinder I've been using before, and the pacing of the combat as you've seen in this at the start of this video, but we'll use them for the time being. I probably will be jumping around a little bit and looking for something like multi-cans, because I actually like them more than these cans. The standard cans are very hard hitting, but it's very much a hit or miss situation, and the multi-cans offer you a little bit more punch actually. Or perhaps if I'm lucky, I'll upgrade the power supply a little bit more and then install probably something like a railgun or a beam laser on top, and leave the chain guns or the cannons below. I set up my weapon groups, you'll see them in a second now, with the primary fire group being the cannon on top and the secondary being the cannons below. No, I won't do these decals on this craft. I wonder if they actually will give you the possibility to get other decals as well. So, basic fire groups is the same as with my Eagle, with my Sidewinder. Basic discovery scanner on primary fire on the primary fire group, and the frame shift interdiction drive, as well as the kill warrant scanner on the secondary. You'll use the first one only in combat and the second one only in FSD, so they don't interfere with each other. And as you can see here, we'll actually put these or set these up already, and we'll now jump into a little fight I had. I was picking basically on these new players. This actually is a player, I don't know what he did, but he actually is wanted, so I wanted to use him as a more or less a test for the loadout that I have here in this Eagle. The Eagle is much twitchier than the Sidewinder. The Sidewinder is in its current evolution, as I'm flying it now, is very stable and very platform that I'm very much in the flow with. But this Eagle here, this really is, it's highly maneuverable, as you can see here, but it's at the same time very twitchy. So I may pick a little bit on this one, but you have to remember that actually I'm just collecting a bounty on a wanted criminal here, so he must have attacked somebody with a bounty as high as 500. 500 is not a standard bounty of hitting somebody by accident. And it seems like at this point like he's actually given up. But he didn't quit out, so props to him for that. And he's about to be blown up. There you go. So, this is Elite Dangerous. It's out today. If you enjoyed my videos, where you can actually now just go ahead and buy it for yourself or look into it. For me it's really fun, and I hope to see you on the next one. Now with other content, less Sidewinders and more other stuff. See you then. Bye.